not the little. Straight terror, but the guy your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that body you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Put the laws, loyal with me, real body cow. Selling your salad with the body, then the pillar loud. That's how you make the money. All right, guys, today on Jury-Rigged Bullcrap, we have a 2008 Honda to replace a 2007 Honda that my buddy flipped not too long ago. So this thing, today, what we're doing is we're watching paint dry. So exciting. Yep, no jury-rigged engines today. This is jury-rigged bodywork.
Proceed.
Yeah. So, yeah, looks good. Looks good. Had a little tiny rust hole under this corner of this rocker, and it's fixed up. So
ate your heart out, kiddos.
Yeah, this is like the most exciting thing ever. You know, you can feel the excitement in my voice. You know, watching paint dry. Literally. All right, guys. Thanks for letting me waste your time. You have a good day. Stay humble. Screw bodywork.
My motor's knocking good tonight. Guess that service engine was right on my dashboard. I stopped to check under the hood, but all I see is bad and nothing good. I think I blowed it up. That old man turned and said, "Hey you, here's some spark fluid you can use."
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command and start. 2, 1.
All right, guys, we're gonna cease today. Maybe if I can set the damn camera down somewhere safe. All right. You know, you have a bad engine when there's no rocker arms in. This is the noise you hear. Well, that's a good sign for that cylinder. I'm waiting for the gurgling. There it is. Yeah. That's a bit valve.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! Lost in the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I.
Welcome to the mechanic shop where we do stupid fucking things. We have a Porsche 924 doing a clutch. What a fucking joke. This car sucks fucking balls. All right, guys, so 40-year-old fucking axle nut does not come off at all, okay? We got to pull the transmission out, which is in the back of the car.
and you have a torque tube down the center of the car. And then you got the transmission bolted to the clutch and flywheel through a torque tube all the way up here. There's like a million fucking things you got to do to get that stupid thing out, to even access the bell housing, which is also bolted on by itself, a little piece. Like, you know, it's bits and pieces. And guess what? You can't even take all that out until you remove the entire fucking exhaust. Yes! Let's go, Porsche! And then, clearly, we got this one. So, small black 350. Oh yeah, get this too. Everything is bad on this. You can see daylight through the valve. You can see right there, there's light shining. Final update. Rear end's on the ground, completely out of the car. There it is, the infamous torque tube. And then here's why we're replacing this. You can see, very slightly, this is twisted and it wobbles. See her cone here. It's walking around. It's not a perfect plane. So this is no good. Bearings are making noise too. Replace.
Reason I started it all, Lord, she's playing on my downfall. Hoping I'll never make it out of this town. She won't leave me alone. Most evenings all I do is sit at home, think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot. Will I make it out? No problem at all. All I got left to do is sit here and drink. Live a lonely night down at the bar.
And then you have your third primary chain that goes to crank to intake sprockets. Alright? There's a tensioner that sits here with a plastic nipple that rides on our piston. 99.99% of the time it fails and breaks, and the plunger that's on your tensioner that no longer seats properly on the guide. That's the number one cause failure. Now, the main thing that I want to point out here, guys, that most people fail to understand are the gallery gaskets on these engines. All right, so remember, these are variable valve timed intake cam based engines. So what happens here is this is your oil pump. With all the screws and stuff that you see I circled, that's your oil pump. Oil gets picked up from a pickup, which your oil filter is down here in this area, way down here, based on the engine. So oil gets... Today on Brown's Engines in the truck. Impossible to do without a backhoe. Backhoe carried the engine here, cherry picker did the rest of the work. Finally, the C30 will live again. This engine, I don't know how bad it is, but let's double check something right here while I have recording. Old spark plugs. That's white and crusty. That's a lean. That white crusty means we have a lean mixture, too much fuel, or no, too much air, not enough fuel. White. All right, so now we're seeing a lean condition. Oh no, that's... I know what's wrong with it. They ain't got no gas in it. I don't know, but I just looked out my door. There's an engine riding shotgun. What? Okay, everybody, this winter we're gonna repaint this car. This car needs a clutch and a bunch of other mechanical work. Anybody knows the Porsche 924 change a clutch and this is, yeah, gonna be a fucking nightmare. And then we got this bad girl to fix, paint up and stuff. So stay tuned this winter.
I can fix any car on the planet. All of them. Hit my line right now. I'm a mechanic. Hey, your car won't start. It's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. So you can put some water in a little container. Pour it in your car and you can ride around it later. Look, man. I'm just trying to help. Don't be mad at me, man. You know what? I'm really thinking it's your battery. It is. You probably burnt your oil out like a calorie, but I can have your car brand new like the fact brand new. But hold on, baby. I'ma need a break, cause you still need a couple ball joints and some brake, y'all. It might take a couple days, so you gotta wait. I even got the plug on the paper plate up. So hit my line if you ever need me. I'm always under the hood, you will never see me. You ain't coming with no money, you can never reach me. I like my money up front, so you can never cheat. If your car fucked up.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Thinking orange skies, feeling super childish, no Donald Glover. This call from my mother, like where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin.
Alright, YouTube, done with the sneaking and peeking. This is the only cover not on, but this engine, valve covers on, are sealed, timing cover, water pump I think. I'm pretty sure I torqued it down, I'll double check it, but timing cover, smushed, shield, schmillikon. And so yeah, the rear main's in, crank pulley's on, so it's official. This is a budget R18 rebuild for Buddy's car. I think overall, and rebuild kit, master, like rings, pistons, main bearings, rod bearings, new timing, all new gaskets. We're reusing the 250,000 mile intake and cat from that crap over there. That's actually the old transmission. New one is back there. That is a carbon gear block going in there whenever I get the main bearings from freaking Germany. Alright guys, this is her done. Just got the engine back in time properly. I think we set her at about 14 advanced, which 12 to 14 I hear is best for these. This thing loves 14. Got about 80 hours into this project now. Hood's back on. Car's looking clean, man. She's ready for the road. This thing's been a nightmare. It started with a C's motor. The engine that I took out of here had a bent rod number 4, which is that connecting rod hanging out right there. And with our old block. But yeah, that's what caused us to rebuild a whole nother engine. That was bad that we got too. Had bad bearings. Engine performance. We got ourselves a Honda R18. New pistons, new bearings. Actually, it was pretty nice job here. We didn't find nothing too wrong with this bad girl. Honestly, I don't even think we needed to do all this, but we did a quick hone job. As you can see, we got an S45 crosshatch in there now. And a little bit of carbon scoring vertically. These old rings for the old pistons where the oil control ring was very, very plugged up. The head looked like it was a 150,000 mile head. And then I realized that we have this plug here. So if you guys have a 2006 to 2008, in some cases the 09 R18 Z1s and A1s, your block would crack here. So they revised it and put this stupid thing here. Well, guys, got some good news. That's a happy 150,000 mile rod bearing. You can see little materials worn, very little. That's nothing. But for shits and gigs, I'm gonna get a set of bearings and throw rod bearings in here because this engine was ran upside down. That's like this. It was upside down because the car was upside down and it ran like this, so no oil was going to the crank. But for the 30 seconds we ran with no oil, sure as fuck didn't hurt none. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna slap some rod bearings in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the head gasket, reseal head gasket, everything top. Well, guys, welcome to more of this crazy life I live. Yeah. Well, that's your brakes. All right, guys, here we go. 1996 Ford 460 big block, 7.5 liter. This one, it ran. There was really nothing I found wrong with it other than our timing chain was pretty sloppy. Other than that, this thing was in really good shape. Everything looks good. Lifters look mint. Yeah, they're fine. So we're just gonna refresh this bad girl. Rod bearings, main bearings, front main seals, rear main seal, oil pans being replaced. This one's leaking. These were known for leaking because of rust. Yeah, all the seals, put it back together, clean it out, tear it all down, inspect everything, make sure we ain't got any surprises. But so far, this one's looking great. Goodbye, boss. Goodbye.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
The reason I started it all, Lord, she's praying on my downfall, hoping I'll never make it out of this town. She won't leave me alone, most evenings all I do is sit at home, think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot, will I make it out? No problem at all. All I got left to do is sit here and drink. Another lonely night down at the bar, 'cause I'm getting into fights and I'm falling hard. What's up, YouTube? Here is the infamous 471. Used to be a 460, 7.5 liter, now 7.6 liter. She's got, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 miles on her since we rebuilt it and had it running about 2 years ago. It's in a dump truck, so obviously we only use her to haul weight and do jobs. But this was a 2-year process to tear this whole massive truck apart, get this massive heavy engine that weighs like 1,000 pounds out of here, rebuilt it, put it in here, and 2 years later, she's still running great, still looking beautiful. That paint is holding up shockingly. 2 years, and this is an off-road just beater of a truck with this massive engine in there. One day when we retire the truck, we'll do something with this. Yes, sir. Still looking beautiful. Front of your car, and it was hard of shaking down the tires a month ago and nothing ever showed its play. But listen to this. This wheel is moving like really bad. Holy crap. Yep, that's a front wheel bearing.
Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me as Jack Daniels, got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Yep, accurate TL. Bad wheel bearing. That shouldn't be. All right, guys. 2008 Ford E350. Here's a common problem with these things, guys. Watch yourself. This radius arm has broke. As you guys can see, it's broke all the way through. The whole bottom half is not holding on. And as you can see, we're hanging on by the hair right up here at the top. So today we're going to be replacing this fucking radius arm. Ford life, all us techs know, if it wasn't for Ford, we wouldn't have a job. Job security.
My motor's knocking hard tonight. Guess that service engine light was right on my dashboard. I stopped to check under the hood, but all I see is bad and nothing good. I think I blowed it up. An old man turned and said, hey you, here's some starting fluid you can use.
In the They Messed Up Your Car files, we have all kinds of fun things happening with this engine replacement. Some welds in the oil pan, you know, just cut the sway bar end link because you can't get the aftermarket axle in and out. But the best part of all is the sealant holding the exhaust gasket on. And of course it wouldn't be a complete, wonderful repair without an unrelated leaking brake line.
Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because here's the infamous flipped Honda Civic. Time to pull the engine and transmission out of this car and send it to the car crusher. Stay tuned. Today, this driveline will be right here. And here is the picture of this Honda on its roof. Yep. 25 mile an hour. Somehow ended on the roof. Today on Redneck Engine Performance, we get to look at this sexy Ford big block. Here's our oil cooler, our oil filter. Okay, it's gonna be mounted way back there, right in that little hole for oil changes. But it's starting to look like an engine again. Did a first crank over. Everything seems to be good. No noises were heard, so fire ups to come, baby. Oh, you see that massive gouge right there? This is no good. Some debris got caught in there and it grinded the hell. There's a nasty groove in here. And that's 1, 2, 3rd bearing on the head. And you can't just replace this cam because it's casted. The bearing caps are actually just cast aluminum with a coating. So this damage is in the cam cap too, which is a part of the head, and you would have to replace the head to fix that. There's no maintenancing this. This is you guys need a new engine. I could put it together, but it's not gonna last forever. It'll probably blow up pretty quick. So let me know what you guys want to do. Well, my day today, 1979 International Bluebird Schoolie Bus. All right. Yes, we got the infamous 7.3 IDI by Navistar, pre-power stroke, no turbo. This thing's a beaut. Oh, what's that idling? 383 stroker, 1971 C30, baby. And there's a Turbo Odyssey. Guess you should subscribe to the channel. All right, back to doing a busted brake line. Yeah, it broke off right there on the frame. So, TV blasting this. Hopefully I can save the rubber hose. That looks carnage. Look at that. Look how crusty that is.
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, but something exploded.
Okay, guys, customer states. Here's clunking noise. Look what I find. Our clunking noise is our body mount. This thing is moving. I can see daylight down there too. See? Boop, 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 boop. I'm wondering if we have rot. I think we have rot, guys. Oh no.
Hello?
Yeah, auto mechanic.
Yeah.
You looking for a job?
Huh?
I'm looking for a job.
Okay. You have experience?
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, I work on race cars.
You have inspection license?
I work on race cars.
Okay. You have inspection license?
Special what?
Inspection license. You are in...
Alright, guys, your little sneak peek of the turbo sleeper minivan. Flip. This here, guys, is a 1989 International school bus with a 7.3-liter IDI that everybody in the Ford community knows. This is the non-turbo version, pre-turbo being 89. This bad girl runs like a champ. Enjoy the music at the sound of this bad girl starting. Real men drive buses. Stick shift. Good old red reliable, broken timing, some chain sprocket, and then I find sludge. Fuck. Get these wires out of here so I can at least get that down. But yep, guys, looks like a Chevy 350 with OG ram horn exhaust. And this thing is all original. Nobody's opened it before. Customer states, I had my engine rebuilt and now it's misfiring. I installed my intake myself. Find a vacuum leak. I should have known better than letting him put this on there. But let me just tell you what he did. Well, I think we found the misfire. What the heck, man? Okay, you see everything new every day. And as you can tell, I was trying to find a vacuum leak, and the distributor moved, and it backfired through the intake, and yeah. All because of that crack, man. Sheesh. This is going to be out there to help anybody, because there's really nothing on this Jeep online, really, for how-tos on how to change the rear subframe out. This is a 2010 Jeep Patriot 4-wheel drive. Actually, this thing was pretty easy. First thing you want to do is there's an 18 millimeter bolt and nut here, 18 millimeter nut and bolt here. There is an 18 millimeter bolt here. There is a 18 millimeter nut and bolt here, which bolts right here on the lower control arm. You take those off. You pull the wheel bearing hub tie or trailing arm. Pull the axle out. As you can see, the axle's down there. You can drop the whole subframe with all the control arms and everything bolted. There's 4 18 millimeters holding this to the frame, along with the strut. Same on the other side. Now we have 4 bolts that hold the subframe to the car. But before you do that, you got to take the drive shaft off. There are 4 14 millimeter nuts on this. For the drive shaft, you got to drop the exhaust out. There's 2 14 millimeter bolts that hold the exhaust flange to the exhaust muffler, or the exhaust manifold to the flange, I should say. There's this wire here. You got to take the wire off of all these brackets on the car so it dangles with the differential. There's a plug right there. So, well, Austin, it's all about ready to go for a hood and come to you. This is how you know it's Brown certified, guys. On YouTube, we show you what a warped rotor is. Notice how it don't want to walk off. It's catching the studs. That's because this rotor is freaking warped. Yep, you can see it's all hot and rainbowed out. She be cooking because we have a bad wheel bearing. Very bad wheel bearing. Well, today on Redneck Engine Performance, look what I find. AC's not working. I wonder why. I wonder actually what's bad up in there too. But this sensor is broken. And here's the other piece right here. Broken, muddy, corroded. 2013 Chevy Sonic. I think we found why it's not working. Time to hardwire. But you have low oil pressure and random misfire and cam solenoid codes. It is probably this seal here or this seal here. So remember that, gentlemen, women, whoever loves the 3.5 liter Nissan motor. If you strengthen the primary chain tensioner and you go ahead and address these with upgraded seals or make your own, or if you're a person like me, you can make it all bulletproof. If you can fix those, all the red lines that are in here, and find a way to make sure it doesn't fail, you can put a good amount of power, about 450 horsepower, and I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a whole 100% reliable at 450 in a lot of cases, but I think this engine can handle easy 500 without risk of, a rebuild for more power in the future if you're really planning for it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weirdest thing I've ever discovered. So, my customer called me, said his engine didn't run. Well, I found out what caused this issue. Somebody replaced the AC compressor over here, and it's not right. It sits too far forward. So what ended up happening was half the serpentine belt got caught behind the crank pulley, and as you can see, the carnage here. So what happened was the serpentine belt cut into the timing cover and then blew the timing belt apart. So more videos of the rebuild done here soon. Should be done today.
Where the heck did I leave my ratchet? Oh, there it is. How silly of me.
Oh man, you want that peanut butter interior? I got you. Got that real BMW, real peanut butter.
This customer tried fixing the engine shield noise by securing it with a screw directly into the oil pan.
Let's see, let's start my unit. I'm gonna check the oil first. Oh shit. That's weird. Let's see. Turn that off. Let's check in here. See if there's any oil in here. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, we definitely got oil. Ready to go? So this customer didn't realize that there was anything wrong until his airbags blew up, right? Found out that the height sensor, and I was in the splash zone, height sensor is not working anymore. But, you know, the shocks are blown out and leaking. And most importantly, upper control arm's completely blown off. It's kind of crazy. I always wonder how people don't even realize what's going on behind them. The whole rest of the truck's in decent shape, though. It's got that going for it, which is nice.
This customer pushed their Ford 1.0 EcoBoost for over 35,000 miles without bothering with an oil change, and even ignored the low oil pressure warning. The technician discovered broken timing belt pieces clogging the oil pump strainer, resulting in critically low oil pressure. The engine overheated and eventually seized up.
Customer states, vehicle makes a rotational noise while turning at a high speed. Well, bud, I ain't no expert, but I don't think your wheel's supposed to be riding along your stabilizer bar. Yeah. Or hitting your control arm. I mean, come on, dude.
Do it live. Oh, that looks a bit weird.
There it goes.
Exhaust fell off.
I think she's broken.
did that get here?
Damn, dude.
How did that get here?
Does it? Wonder what's going to happen when that airbag deploys right at you.
Guess I might be a little too lazy. I won't even fix that, but, good thing I got one of these bad boys right here.
Check out what this guy received from AliExpress after ordering an accessory belt for his car.
Alright, so the driver said his truck keeps cutting off every time, right after he filled up. I mean, that's pretty clear for diesel. But, this is a sample I just took.
See what happens.
Yeah, it's not diesel.
Who needs motor mounts? Nobody needs motor mounts. All right, go ahead and hit it. Look at the state of this.
Custom install, boys. Look at that bad boy. Check it out. Got the big screens.
This semi-truck driver faced a double trouble scenario. Not one, but two check engine lights appeared on the dash.
Guy just drove his Ford up here. It's 11. Said it's not acting right. I popped the hood and it looks like his belt's done come off. So we're gonna get him a belt put back on here and get him back on the road. I'm surprised he's able to make it up here. That belt all tangled up like that. Easy fix.
Now let's tow the car from the bumper and rip everything. I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Don't tighten your brake caliper up. Through the reel. fuck is this?
This customer brought his Mini in for a gearbox replacement. The technician was shocked to discover that it had no coil springs and instead had yellow rubber spacers in place. The customer's response was the springs were rusted, and this was the cheapest way to make the repair.
Something's barking on there, dude.
Luxury. Oh. 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 I just gotta fold my mirrors out real quick. Yep. All right.
Aftermarket car alarms, what they do to you, ignition switch.
Steering wheel should be here. This is what happens whenever you turn on the headlights.
Look at this.
Entire. So I think my heater just might have broke. I mean, it's off right now, and when I turn it on,
If you go like this, you have a fully detachable sway bar.
Right.
Alright guys, I've got a bit of a problem with my 520D. I don't know if this is meant to happen. think it's supposed to be doing that. What? Oh, that ain't good. Okay. Turn.
Okay.
Ay, ate, kakak.
Something's parking on there, dude.
Luxury.
Oh. 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 I just gotta fold my mirrors out real quick. Yep. All right.
Aftermarket car alarms, what they do to you, ignition switch. How the
Steering wheel should be here. This is what happens whenever you turn on the headlights.
Look at this.
Entire. So I think my heater just might have broke. I mean, it's off right now, and when I turn it on,
If you go like this, you have a fully detachable sway bar.
What?
oh my god! Alright guys, I've got a bit of a problem with my 520D. I don't know if this is meant to happen.
Udah, das boleh.
I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. What? Oh, that ain't good. Okay. Turn.
Okay.
There's that water rushes by somewhere just up the street from you. Somebody peed.
Let's start my unit. I'm gonna check the oil first. Oh shit. That's weird. Let's turn that off. Let's check in here. See if there's any oil in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we definitely got oil. Where the heck did I leave my ratchet? Oh, there it is. How silly of me. Oh man, you want that peanut butter interior? I got you. Got that real BMW. Real peanut butter. This This customer tried fixing the engine shield noise by securing it with a screw directly into the oil pan. Let's start my unit. I'm gonna check the oil first. Oh shit. That's weird. Let's turn that off. Let's check in here. See if there's any oil in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we definitely got oil. Ready to go?
So this customer didn't realize that there was anything wrong until his airbags blew up, right? Found out that the height sensor, or no, it's in the splash zone, height sensor is not working anymore. But, you know, the shocks are blown out and leaking. And most importantly, upper control arm's completely blown off. It's kind of crazy. I always wonder how people don't even realize what's going on behind them. The whole rest of the truck's in decent shape, though. It's got that going for it, which is nice. This customer pushed their Ford 1.0 EcoBoost for over 35,000 miles without bothering with an oil change, and even ignored the low oil pressure warning. The technician discovered broken timing belt pieces clogging the oil pump strainer, resulting in critically low oil pressure. The engine overheated and eventually seized up.
Customer states, vehicle makes a rotational noise while turning at a high speed. Well, bud, I ain't no expert, but I don't think your wheel's supposed to be riding along your stabilizer bar. Yeah. Or hitting your control arm. I mean, come on, dude.
Auto repair.
Gary?
Hey, hung up.
Why do we have so many A's in our names?
So we're listed first in the phone book, gives us an edge.
No, FedEx can give us an edge.
Oh.
Well, FedEx ships auto parts from factories around the world. They clear them through customs, and that'll help us fix cars faster.
Great idea. You got a bright future here at A.
Supply chain solutions.
After a starter replacement at the dealership, the customer noticed smoke coming from the engine bay. Turns out, the technician left a pry bar tool in there, which melted and eventually caught fire.
Customer comes in today, said she's got wires hanging down and steering difficult. Now, I am just absolutely baffled and stumped at this one. If anybody's got a part number for these wires, drop it in the comments. I think I'm going to start there, and we'll investigate the steering issue.
You ever get in your vehicle and you start to get ready to drive, and then you hear something like, oh, sound like a hiss. Is there a kitty? Are you a kitty? You're not a kitty. It's a little baby raccoon. Are you friendly, little guy?
Hello. This time on customer state. Ever since alignment, I have bad tire wear. All your fault. Oh, tire wear present. Maybe why? Let's see. Check here. Oh, good. Oh, no. Not connected. One of these is not like the other. Safe.
I got a fun one for you guys today. We opened the airbox and a bunch of these nuts hit the ground. And then I look down here and I see that. I'm thinking, how did he get in the hop of the air filter? Now, he chewed through it. That's a busy boy.
Why? This customer brought in his recently purchased semi for a wheel alignment. Here's what the technician found. What do you guys think? Is this safe?
Customer states, dealer told them they needed engine. Dealer told them it was locked up, the battery was dead. We just pulled this tone ring out from behind the flywheel, a flex plate. It's missing pieces. They quoted him $26,000. This part cost $7.
This Tesla driver used the megaphone function so his dog could talk to the dog in the car ahead.
Bro, these are the people we driving next to, bro, on the interstate. Look at the strut. Look at that. It's broken completely. These folks came up here for 2 tires. This is who we driving next to. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
So this truck went to one of those get your oil change fast places and then ended up at my shop. Let me show you what we got going on. So we hadn't touched it, but I had a parking lot full of oil out there, and this is how it drove up. We just raised it up on the lift, and this is what we see. The oil drain plug is twisted off inside of the oil pan, and you can see that somebody's been messing with it, trying to get it out of there. So the customer says that he went there just to get a regular oil change, wasn't having any issues, no oil leaks, anything like that. And he went and sat in the lobby, and they stayed out there with his truck 2 or 3 minutes and come back in there and said, man, your oil drain plug broke off. And he said, well, he's been getting his oil changed there and only there for the past year, so who knows? But anyway, they told him that They didn't do it and wasn't going to do anything about it, so.
Dragging noise on their car. Their shock is not only completely broken, but stuck inside of their wheel. Never seen that before.
Alright, got a 99 Volkswagen Bora here. Client says it's making a lot of noise. It goes. I wonder why.
Customer states transmission issues. All right, here you go. Watch this.
I'll make a mess.
Water in the expansion tank and right out of the valve cover. Customer states low on oil pressure.
Customer states the steering's a bit wobbly.
Okay, side to side.
What the is this?
When you think your starter is bad, but in reality, you broke your crankshaft.
Nothing left on that body, unfortunately.
Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what came out. Yep.
Have a good shake, Dave. Give her a good wiggle. There you go.
Wow, you see the other way.
Mr. Lube, you done?
Oh, boy. Oh, both sides. Wow.
Oh, that ain't right. Oh, that ain't right.
Where's the skirt?
Oh no!
Yeah, I was wondering why it was almost impossible to stop this car. Oh my God. Oh my, he tried to cover it up. Oh my God. I almost crashed this thing going like 5 miles per hour.
To avoid a serious bodily injury, use duly proper Caesar rim recommended by rim manufacturer Max PSI and Tire Industry published noonting procedures. Very nice.
Man, you finna get blasted on. Don't be scared, all right? I ain't arguing. He told your ass. Sweet exhaust, man. Oh, wait. Sweet exhaust, man. Oh, wait. Sweet exhaust, man.
The homie that could do it for cheaper. Yeah, I guess that's holding.
Here's how this customer fixed their oil leak. This customer ran a cable under the car for the rear backup camera on his Mercedes.
This is very interesting. I like that it goes in and then it shoots out and then shoves back in.
Look where it goes from here.
I'm getting there.
Zip tied.
I don't even know what's wrong with it. The gas slowed down like there's no trouble code. It's driving totally fine.
What the is this?
I pulled down. I said, just have one.
It's the tie rod is what? What?
So in the they messed up your car files, we have all kinds of fun things happening with this engine replacement. Some welds in the oil pan, just cut the sway bar end link because you can't get the aftermarket axle in and out. But the best part of all is the sealant holding the exhaust gasket on. And of course it wouldn't be a complete wonderful repair without an unrelated leaking brake line.
Hot girls hit curbs. How big was the curb?
Pepper state. Driver's side, something exploded behind the dash and poured out on the floor mat. Checking box. Well, yeah. It's all up in there. What? Could be their fun. Their candles. All melted. Fixed.
After this Porsche 944 received an LS engine swap, the customer reported a grinding noise. Turns out, a 10mm socket was forgotten in the bell housing during the swap.
There it is.
Going a little bit slower on the right, no big deal. But here ahead of us, we've got a Jeep and, maybe another Jeep, a red Jeep and a blue Jeep. What makes no sense about this already is the person in the left lane is going the slowest and clogging that. If you all don't realize it, slower traffic is supposed to keep right. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get over to the right. I've got a person merging. And what we've got is a scenario that makes no sense. They're already clogging the lanes. I've got some people that want to merge. This person's a little slower, so we can merge no problem. And I'm just chilling out here in the right lane. But what's happened, because that Jeep clogging the left lane up there, this person in front of me in this Dodge, he wanted to go faster and then follows in line in the middle and cuts over. And already I've just gotten the highway and there's just weird lane discipline. The guy in the red Jeep up ahead, he did go a little bit faster and he got over, so that's nice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting more progress. Don't worry, that's just mocking up for my adjuster bracket, which is right there, just making sure everything fits. But starting to look like an engine. Just opened up a lot of room to get this out. The gears off. We're gonna move this into there too. Sorry I'm winded. This thing was not easy to move. Honda, go vroom vroom. In all my life being a mechanic, I've never seen anything like this before. Look at the presentation of these brake pads. Import direct. Looks like we're getting Lamborghini stuff. I feel fancy today. For a freaking Honda.
Why did the child cross the road?
Why?
Because he didn't wear a seatbelt.
Fucking hell.
That is so...
Always wear your seatbelt, kids. See, we can make that a positive message. As I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. I'm a tour guide.
What do cannibals call a pregnant woman?
What?
A Kinder Surprise.
So fucked. It's a 2-for-1. Pretty much. Why do Asian kids don't believe in Santa? Why? Because they make the toys. That's so true, though.
It seems you can get anything for free these days.
Yeah?
The other day, I saw a sign that said "Free Palestine." Oh, fuck. How do you get the neighborhood kids to stay off your lawn?
Oh.
Register as a sex offender.
Fucking, I mean, it is effective. Why is it so hard to break up with a Japanese girlfriend? What? You have to drop the bomb twice before she gets...
Hello. This time on customer state. Ever since alignment, I have bad tire wear. All your fault. Oh, yeah.
They say the best way to check for like something wrong in your engine is cut the oil filter open. So we cut this one open. Whoa.
Hey, Flash, where you at?
Down here. Okay, this is my signal. There we go.
She's spot on.
All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about a 2013 Chevy Sonic. This right here is the ambient air temperature sensor harness plugs. So this plug here is a part of your main harness. This plug here is a part of the wiring harness that has this plug, and then it goes about a 2.5-foot wire to another plug that goes into your sensor. So upon figuring out why this AC wasn't working, look what I find. This thing has been abused. Look, you can see road scuffing. Like that is clearly signs this wire was dragging on the ground and was crushed, possibly during a parking stop, reverse scrapey-dapey. So this is why the temperature sensor was not working. So rewiring it, but there you go.
My motor's knocking hard tonight. Guess that service engine light was right on my dashboard. I stopped to check under the hood, but all I see is bad and nothing good. I think I blowed it up. An old man turned and said, "Hey you, here's some starting fluid you can use." If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
All my mechanic friends out there, I think I just discovered a challenge that we all need to start trying. Can you shut your engine off and land top dead center perfectly? I think I just managed to do that somehow. Yeah, that's dead on point. How many times has anybody got lucky at doing random crap like that without the intention of doing it? It's pretty cool. Everybody go for it. Let's do a challenge. How many times do you have to start and shut off your engine to get it perfectly top dead center? All right, guys. So here we go. Well, I found the problem. Yeah, wiped out all the intake valves, but you got exhaust valve contact too. Oh no. Yay. Fun times ahead of me. Rebuild. Here's a little information for anybody. If you own a 1980s to early 2000s Toyotas, you gotta watch for stuff on your frame. And I'm gonna tell you why. So from the factory here, Toyota really loves to put the AC heat exchanger drip hose right onto your frame. It causes a hole here, water gets in here, and it rots out everything back here. So the story is, divert that hose and fix your frame before you snap. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. A little unsteady. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady. A little unsteady.
Yep. When your brother's brakes go out, so you strap your Chevrolet to his Ford to use your Chevrolet's brakes to stop his Ford to get his truck home.